Welcome everybody to another Community Fit, and in particular, a Move Lab Dynamic class. I'm your host. We got next week, and we're going to finish off with some full body explorations. Here is what you're going to need today: a chair. Be on the lookout right now as we kind of talk and prepare for class. What chair, what bench, what ottoman might you use? We're going to need it today. We're going to be doing a lot of standing work today. Today's going to be a lot about balance, but we're going to play with this at the beginning. So be on the lookout. Get that figured out while we chat. If you are brand new to Move Lab, welcome. There's only one thing that you're going to have to remember, and that is whatever choices you're making, whatever you're doing, it's 110% totally and fully correct. Why? Because there's absolutely no wrong ways to move. Just a bunch of options and choices, and Move Lab is all about creating self-awareness so that you can have some movement discernment, some options and choices. What is the next right step for me to do? If that is a break, take a break. If it is to make something harder than I do, great, make it harder. If you are unfulfilled by your movement practice, really, that is a culmination of choice, your choice. So really, to take ownership of that movement practice requires self-awareness. That's what we're going to do. We always get started off with a little bit of breath work. Then we move right into our nervous system warm-ups. Why? Because exercise is stress, and doing the exercise and coupling it with the nervous system warm-ups gives us an opportunity to work on that stress reflex. If you are really interested in that nervous system work, we have a class all for it on Fridays. That's Reset and Restore, and we have our last class on that on this Friday. So here we go. Go ahead and sit comfortably. Hopefully by now you found whatever chair, ottoman, so on and so forth it is that you're going to use. We're going to get started with our breath work for today. For today, here's the exploration. We've done recently a lot of 4-7-8. We've done some physiological size. We've done some blah, blah, blah. We're going to go into one of my personal favorites, and that's listening for breath. If this is above your pay grade, just breathe like a normal human being. Here we go. Listening for breath starts off with you just breathing like a normal human being and listening to the sound of your own breath. You can go in through the nose, out through the mouth, all the better. Just inhales and exhales. Now, as you continue to listen to the sound of your breath, begin to listen for how much is enough inhalation. When do you take in too much? When is not enough? What is just right? Where's that Goldilocks moment? Take in that breath, pause. What is the right length of time for you to hold that breath? Listen for how long do you need to hold that breath? When you're ready, exhale, listen for how big of an exhalation you'd like to take, sink into it, and then hold that breath again for as long as you'd like to hold it. When you are ready, when your body feels ready, how little or much of an inhale do you need? How long are you going to hold it? Deep dive into that exhale and hold. It's listening for the rhythm of your own breath. Pausing after the inhale, pausing after the exhale. You got about another 30 seconds to play with it. One more round. When you're ready, bring your hands together, get them warmed. Take your warm hands, place them onto your cheeks, your throat, your chest, your belly, wherever it is. Just gonna be there with it. How do you know you're doing it right? It'll feel good. Now, you can keep your hands wherever they are. And from there, go into your orientation. Or sit your hands down. Orientation practice looks and sounds a lot like this. Objectively naming things in the room as you observe them. Here that might be mirror, thermostat, chair, floor and mat, hand, camera, door. Just observing and taking your space. And then recentering, rocking right and left. Can be big, can be small, you decide. Now, you can always return to either a breathing practice or a nervous system practice as you need. For now, slide your legs out straight. Imagine your hands are going to dip into some imaginary paint. Paint the whole leg, whatever color it is that you'd like. Imagining maybe that's a neon yellow paint, a black paint, a blue paint. I don't know. Favorite color of today gets painted all over the legs. One more. And then get your chair, your ottoman, whatever it is, set up so that you've got what would be functionally the seat facing you. I'm going to get the full thing on the mat so that it takes care of the wobbles. From there, go ahead and place your elbows onto said chair. Hand is going to hold hand, and we're just going to scooch back, do a little stretch, and then come forward. Just stretching into that. Back up. Stretch. And up. Stretch. And up. One more. Stretch and just be here. Be here, and maybe there's like a tail wag, right and left. Maybe there's a cat, cow. And then relax. Shake it all out, and then put your hands on the front of the chair. Scooch back and kind of sit down. And then as you come up, it's almost like a I don't even want to say a push-up, but like a high plank position. So I go back, and then I come up, and it's like my hips are going to go forward a bit. I'm not slouching into it. I'm lengthening, and then I'm going to go back. I feel like I need to have my toes tucked. You do you. One more. Then go back into that stretch. Shift your ribs to the right. Shift your ribs to the left. To the right. To the left. One more right. One more left. Center. Relax. Keep your hands where they're at. Scooch your knees back as far as you feel confident. Scooch back and then come forward. You're going to notice you got to use some shoulder muscle there. Send your hips back and forth. Maybe here, thinking about collarbones, thinking about shoulder blades. How wide could they be? Two. One more. Hold for 4, 3, 2, stretch. Walk that knee forward. Little bit of movement through the body. From there, take your right leg out to the right side of the chair. Kind of lunge into it and come back. Lunge into it and back. One more, lunge into it and back. Then go down to your forearms. Maybe even down into a little bit of a stretch here. Let that knee go forward and back. Forward and back. All the way up, other side. Start just here, test the waters. A little bit of a stretch, back, stretch, back. Then either elbows or even deeper. And all the way up. I'm going to bring this even more into the middle. I'm going to take, let's bring my left foot up. Hands are going to go on the knees. And it's like I'm going to draw a little circle. Left knee draws a circle around left foot. Hands are going to go here. And then reverse. There, I'm going to move this back foot back a little bit. So you can see this is a straight leg underneath me. This is a little more than a 90-degree bend. I'm going to weight shift forward until this knee has about a 90-degree bend. So I want this knee behind me a bit. This knee, the back knee, is now going to try its best to go down towards the floor, right back up. Down toward the floor, right back up. Then we'll switch sides. Knee makes a circle around the foot. And a reverse. Back leg takes a little step back, a weight shift here. I keep that heel pushed down as I weight shift forward, and then that back knee goes down. Down. One more. Release. Go back to the first leg. Put your hands down. Take a giant step back. Now, this might be enough work for you to just sort of toggle forward and back. You may choose to hold on to the sides of the chair or that knee. Back knee goes down and up. Two more. One more. Other side. Three total. Last one. Shake it all out. I'm going to turn the chair around like so. Go ahead and take a seat. Sit on the front edge of that chair. Spread the legs open wide. Hands go onto the legs. Head then dives. Vertebra by vertebra by vertebra all the way down. Head lifts up, chest lifts up, arms push, your back is fully arched. Go to the back, find the sits bones, stay back, then tuck. All the way, pick up just the head, arch the back, find the back of the sit bones. Here's what we're not going to do is we tuck, we don't pull our pelvis forward. We're on the back side of that pelvis. So my low back is still arched, even though I'm rounding, 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 rounding. One more. All the way up and back, hold. Twist my face to the left. As I go down, 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 you'll notice right arm has to bend, left arm braces, and then it bends. I twist while I'm down, I'm looking to the right. I push with that right arm, then the left. I go back down this direction. Last one. And reverse. From there, this way, just so you have something to see. I'm seated, full foot is down, and I stand. Seated to standing. Start to play with foot positions. Maybe I want them right next to each other. Or asymmetrical. Two more, whatever you're doing. Stay all the way up. Turn to face that chair. One foot goes up, touches, and back down. Touch, 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 touch. Same thing, but twist your face to the right. Take a look at something. Touch, 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 touch. Turn to the left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Look forward. If you can, close your eyes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. If one of those was hard, stay there. If not, touch the back of the chair, the arm of the chair, maybe a back pole or the back seat, wherever you got. Keep doing that. Pick somewhere else to look. Somewhere else to look. Somewhere else. Somewhere else. Somewhere else. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Shake it all out. Move the chair out of the way. Come to the center of your mat or the center of your floor and lift all of your toes. Spread the toes, set them down. Lift, spread, set them down. Lift, spread, set them down. Lift, hold. Big toes go down and up. 4 toes go down, up. Big, up, 4, up. Big, up, 4, up. Big, 4, big, 4. all toes down. Only your big toes go up and down. 4 toes on each side go up and down. Big toes, down, 4, down. Big, down, 4, down. One more big, 4, rest. On the left, big toe. On the right, 4 toes. Everything goes down. Switch sides. Big on the right, 4 on the left. Down, switch. Down, switch. Down, switch. Down, switch. Switch, 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 rest. Roll to the right sides of your feet and the left sides of your feet. Right, left, right, left. Center. Hip toes, down, no toes. Hip toes, heels with no toes. Up, 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 rest. To the right, to the back, left, forward. It's like you're drawing circles around both feet. And then reverse. And rest. From there, whether you want to be on a soft surface or a hard surface, for you to decide. We're going to practice first static balance. So this is what we think of when we think balance in the body. So sway to the right, sway to the left foot. Right foot, left foot. Which one do you feel more comfortable going to? How do you know? Well, you're cross-referencing it with the stuff that we've done in foundational classes. You're also cross-referencing it with, did I have an easier time looking right or left doing my balancing exercises? I'm going to choose right. Go to the right for me or the left, each side. Take the leg up and just see if you can be as relatively still as possible. Keep that stillness and look somewhere else. Look somewhere else. 2 more places. Last place. Set the foot down, reset. Sway to the other foot. Take the foot up. That might be enough for you today. Checking in with the toes, the heel, the right and left aspect of the foot. You have 4 places to look. Place number 1, place number 2, place number 3, place number 4. Center, foot down, reset. Go back to the first leg. Pick the foot up. Let your gaze go forward. Can you be totally still? Except for right arm goes forward, left arm goes back. And they swing. Four, 3, 2, 1, rest. Sway to the other foot. Find that balance. Everything stays still except left arm goes forward, right arm goes back. And they change and change. Four, 3, 2, 1. Little nervous system regulation. The good news is we're done with that version of balance. Better news is now we get to practice dynamic balance. So take your favorite leg, the other one comes up. We're going to just start to move that leg. We're going to liberate the spine. Maybe you first want to kind of concentrate on something, but how much movement can you get in your body before having to put this leg down? Set it down. Other side. Set it down. Now, if that's difficult, maybe revisit whatever was difficult. Or go back to that first side. Really start to move that leg, almost like you are trying to throw yourself off balance. Reset. Other side. Here you may even want to let your eyes track around the room. Or keep them still. Let the body do the work. It's your choice. And reset. Now, balance is always important, whether it's dynamic or static balance. Next week, for our last movement week, we're really going to focus on play. We're going to do all of the classics. We're going to do airplane or baby parachute. We're going to do airplane hands. We're going to do skipping. We're going to do all of the fun stuff because it's fun and that's what the body likes. But even if you are a classic exercise person, let's look at this. If I'm going to go into something like a lunge, what is the number one element that I need here? It's balance. Like breathe. Balance. Doesn't matter what it is. That element of balance and its play, interplay with coming on balance, coming off balance, falling practice, is what begins to open up bigger and bigger exercises. Jumping jacks. It's balance. Practicing balance opens up different movement vocabulary. So, what from today feels important to play with? Where do you need practice? What were you already good at? What are you going to commit to? From there, place your hands on your heart. Take a nice deep inhale into your own heart. Tell yourself thank you for showing up today. You did a really good thing. Take a look around your space. Take a look for that chair. Tell your space thank you. It was an active participant in your workout today. Then take a look at anyone on screen, anyone in the room with you. Dogs, cats, small animals included. Tell your community thank you. We thank you for being a part of ours and for inviting us into yours. I'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.
Thank you everyone for joining today. I apologize if there were some boxes kind of blocking the video today. Hopefully we'll get that fixed. We'll be back tomorrow for Reset and Restore, and James should be back live next week. He hasn't been feeling well, so he's been recording these for us when he has the energy. So he will be back live next week because he'll be all healthy then. So thanks again for your patience today, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.